Okay, next assignment, solve for x. Okay, here's the first problem, example 1. We have x minus 4 equals negative 11, so the x is on the left side. The operation's minus, so plus negative, and you don't have times or divide, so you just circle the x. You need to get your negative 4 to a 0. So I'd move forward 4 and add 4 there. So line up your equals. You have x, and the 11 has a negative in front of it, and then the 4 has a plus, so plus 4, negative 7. That's all we have to do. X equals negative 7. Example 2. Negative 3x equals 60. Okay, so I have, there's no sign between the two, the x and the number, so that's times. So when I have times, I want to circle the times number along with the x. So there's no adding and subtracting here. I see times, I go straight to divide. Okay, by the negative 3. You can see now I can cross those out, and the x is by itself. 60 divided by negative 3, just when you get to the line you tap the division key. Negative 3, it's negative 20. Okay, example 3. 7x minus 4 equals 24. So the x is on the left, okay? So you got times 7 minus 4. Circle the 7 times. So this number out here, we need to get that to 0, the number being added. So negative 4, I'd add 4. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. 24 plus 4 is 28. And 7 times x. So 7 times what's 28? Well, I divide and figure it out. By 7. So I have x, 28 divided by 7 is 4. Okay, example 4. 12x minus 5 minus 3x equals 40. Now we're not going to make our little line yet because I see two x's. They're on the same side. They're both on the left side. So what I do, plus negative, is I connect those and write the word add. So I line up my equals and I write x down. And I'm going to take 12 plus negative 3. Gives me 9x. Now for numbers without x, on that side you have negative 5 and then you have 40. You can't add the negative 5 and the 40 because they're on different sides. Okay, so we have times x plus negative 5. Get your negative 5 to a 0, then you can divide by 9, but you have to get the negative 5 to a 0 first. So you move forward 5, which means plus 5. So we got 9 times x over here. 40 plus 5 is 45. So 9 times what number is 45? Well, we're going to divide and figure it out by 9. So I have x by itself now, and 45 divided by 9 is 5. Okay, example 5 is kind of a longer one because you have those parentheses. 3x minus 3 parentheses 6 minus 2x equals 27. Okay, first off, I don't like those minuses. You should make those plus negatives before you start the problem. Okay, so I need to get rid of the parentheses, so the number multiplied is the negative 3. Okay, make sure you got plus over there. So negative 3 needs to be times by two different things. You got a 6 in front, and behind that plus you have a negative 2x. So I would write x down here. Negative 3 times negative 2 is 6. Then negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. So I line that plus up, and on one side I have negative 18, The other side I have 6x. Then you really need to cross out the parentheses and the number that was multiplied by it. Okay, you still got a 3x here in front and a 27 over here. Now, you don't make your little dashed line because there's two x's, okay? Right there, but they're both on the left side, so I can add those, okay? So equals, you write down x, 3 plus 6, that's 9. And then plus the negative 18, and then you have 27. Now I can make the line, because I have 9 times x, and the negative 18 is being added. Well, I want to get that negative 18 to 0, so I would add 18, then I wouldn't have it there. 27 plus 18 is 45, and over here you got 9 times x. So 9 times what number is 45? Well, we need to divide and figure it out by 9, okay? So 45 divided by 9 is 5. There's your answer. Okay, then the last problem. We have 10x plus 18 equals 8x plus 4. Okay, you've got x's on opposite. Okay, so we can't make the line because there's an x on the left and the right. We can't add them either. We have to take the one on the right to 0 by either adding or subtracting. Well, since it's positive, we'd have to move backwards. So I would minus 8x, and then I would subtract it from the 10x since x's go together. So I write x down. 10 minus 8 is 2, and then plus 18. Then 4. So we have 2 times x and plus 18, so you got to get the 18 to a 0, so you don't have it over there anymore. So you move backwards 18, so minus 18, minus 18. Okay, we still have 2 times x, and on the other side we take the 4 minus the 18. Negative 14. Okay, 2 times what number is negative 14? Well, we're going to divide and figure it out. So I underline each side because that means divide, and then 2 and 2. Negative 14 divided by 2 is negative 7.